I recently renewed my Nigerian passport here in the UK, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you all my experience renewing my Nigerian passport. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Furo, in the building. If you watched a few of my vlogs, you will realize that I recently went to London, and one of the things I went to do in London was renew my Nigerian passport. And I decided to document it and share my experience with you if you are trying to renew your passport here in the UK. Okay, so the first thing you will do is go on their website to book an appointment. I'll tell you, even if your passport is remaining like 1 year or 1 year 2 months, please book an appointment to renew your passport. Book that appointment. I know sometimes you'll be like, oh, the money, but book that appointment. My passport will literally remain 7 months to expire, and I booked my appointment. I booked my appointment first week of November, and the only available date I could get was in March. So that was when I got a date to come for my capturing. So let's count it: November, December, January, February, March. That was almost 5 months, which I felt like it was really a long time to wait to go capture. What if it's someone who really need a passport urgently? What would have happened? Nevertheless, I had to book the appointment, and I was so angry because it was 5 months, and I even got more upset because in March I woke up one day, my kids' are American citizens, and their passport had expired, and I decided to go renew it, and I booked it, and in a week I got a date for them to renew their passport, and I went to their embassy and renew all their passport, and I think in 1 week their passport arrived in the mail, and I was mad because why will I wait for 5 months to renew my passport? And these kids, it took them 1 week to get a date and renew their passport. And my experience in that place when I was renewing my children's passport was like, I was furious in my mind. I was like, I know Nigeria won't go hard. Nigeria won't go hard. You know, that's our Nigeria anger that we have. But yet we don't just hate the country. Yes, we can't do without the country, but yet we still badmouth that country. I had that moment when I was in my kids' passport. I was badmouthing the country. I came back, I was very angry. I took them to London to do their passport, and I came back with them. I was literally very angry because I felt like I did my own I booked my appointment long before this case, and they already have their passport, and me, I've not even gone for my capturing. I was so angry. I was so pissed off that I didn't know what to say. Anyway, their passport came in the mail, fine. It was my time to go get my own capturing so that I can get my passport. And I carried myself off to London, which I vlogged for you guys. My whole thingy was supposed to be the next day, and I had other things I was going to do in London, so I stayed in the hotel, which I also vlogged. And the next morning I went to the embassy. So when I got to the embassy, I was carrying my suitcase because I checked out from the hotel. It wasn't even my time for checking out, but I wanted to carry my suitcase so that I would just go from there, because I knew it was in Nigeria. I was like, I'm not going to waste time. So I just carry my bag so that if I go for night, I go enter train, go back to Manchester. So I carried my bag. So when I got there, they said I couldn't enter the office with my box. I had this small tiny box. They said I couldn't enter the office with my box. So I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do there? So I spent less than 2 hours. Let's say I spent an hour 50 minutes or an hour 40 minutes to finish my passport process. Now that's not where the shocker is. Where the shocker is was on the arrival time. My passport arrived in my house exactly 7 days. Please echo it with me, say 7 days. I was like, who is doing this? That man needs to collect beer from my hand. I am not someone that follows this whole Nigerian politics, but I decided to go and Google or to go and research about who is in charge of this passport. Because when I compared my experience 5 years ago of renewing the Nigerian passport and today, the difference is clear. The difference is clear. So I started researching who is doing this. And Google told me that his Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. I affected that man. That man need 1 beer from me. Tell him, if you know him, tell him that Furo is owing him 1 beer. What? This is the kind of people we need in authority in Nigeria. See, it was seamless. Nobody can tell me anything. This is the first time in my life as a Nigerian I have experienced seamless transaction with the Nigerian government without any. This is the first time. Now, nobody should tell me that because it's abroad. 5 years ago, I renewed my passport. Then I was in the US, in Atlanta. This is so different from it. So those are all developed countries. I was so impressed. For the first time, I will say Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. So Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, please, your honor, sir, I would like to buy you 1 beer. Just 1 beer. But if you don't drink beer, maybe red wine, I will buy it for you because you try, you do this one. So if you are in the UK and you want to renew your passport, no fear again. No fear, just go there, JJ, they go do your passport, JJ. I am proud to be called a Nigerian once again. I'm always proud, but this time I am prouder. Nigeria go better. But anyway, that was my experience. It was easy. So it wasn't a lot. I paid about $135 for 5 years. And if you want to pay for 10 years, so they have the 5 years visa and they have the 10 years visa. It's all in the website. I'm going to leave the link of the website in the description in case you want to renew your passport. A lot of people had reached out to me, before I went to do my passport, or I hear a lot of people saying that the Nigerian passport is really difficult to obtain. I want to assure you, with my experience obtaining Nigerian passport recently, I will say the difference is clear. You can obtain your Nigerian passport with ease, although getting the date is a bit longer, but getting there and doing your passport is a lot easier, and your passport is going to come on time. In the years past, people have said, oh, I literally have to go back there the second time to go ask them for my passport. I'm telling you, I did not go back there the second time. I didn't even have any need to call anyone. I just waited for my passport. I would say I wasn't even expecting the passport. I just came back and saw my passport was in my post box. I was like, hey, wow, now, and the new passport is so beautiful. When I saw it compared to my old passport, it was so beautiful. So don't be scared, go and renew your passport. And please, what I will advise you is don't wait until your passport expires to the end before you renew your passport. If your passport has 8 months left in it, 1 year left in it, please go and renew your passport today. So that was my experience renewing my passport. So some of the things I think the embassy should take note of if they ever come across my video is the way of coordination. Yes, we are Nigerian, but we shouldn't always be chaotic. Our activities and transactions should not always be chaotic. My experience in American embassy, when you get there, you sit down, they only call you when is your turn. So when is your turn, you go there and get whatever you want to do and do any transaction. But in Nigerian embassy, they literally was calling us and making us stand in the queue. So when they call you, you have to stand in the queue, like at the back of 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Although the line was moving fast, but I would say it wasn't necessary for us to stand in the queue. Since the waiting area was not far from the teller area, they should have just let us sit down and just get up one by one and go and do our passport. So if you want to do your passport, some of the documents you need is a post office envelope. Is like a small waterproof. I think I paid about £5 or thereabout. I can't remember, but it was like a small fee. A post office envelope. So you go to your post office and tell them you want to get a return envelope for your passport, and they are going to charge you and give you that small envelope. It's like a plastic bag. I'm going to insert the video of when I went to get it from the post office right now so that you see. So this is the bag where you get your passport back. A reverse of it, it has like where you write your details, like your name and everything on it. Yes. So I think this bag was about £8, I guess. I paid everything I paid. Then this is the postal order. I was calling it money order and they didn't understand what I was saying, because I'm used to money order than postal order. So I said money order, didn't understand. So I had to go back to the list of the things I need to bring and then check, and it was called postal order. So this is a £20 postal order addressed to the Nigerian High Commission. So those are part of the 2 documents that you need to get from the post office when you want to do your passport, okay? You need your NIN number. It's very, very important. For me, for some reason, nobody asked me of NIN number. Nobody asked me of NIN number because I wrote the NIN number in my paper, hoping that they will ask me. Nobody asked me of it, but I heard a lot of people, talking about it, and I even saw a lady that they sent back because she did not have NIN number. But I think probably they have a database where they just checked and knew that I had NIN number. So make sure you get your NIN number, and I think they also do it there, but it's a very risky venture. You want to go and do it there, so please do it in your local place. Like here in Manchester, you can do it in Moston area, I guess. I check online where you can do it. There's a lot of people who do that NIN thing. And then I think, and your passport, your old passport. So that was the only things I went with. Except you want to do change of name, then you go with your proof of name and all those things. But I didn't want to change any data in my passport. I just wanted the way it is. So I didn't go with any document apart from like the pieces, the return envelope and my money order. Yeah. Another thing you take notice of is don't go with any box or bag apart from your handbag. Don't go with any box or any extra thing. They will not let you go in with it. Yeah, they won't let you go in with it. So you have to go and pay about £30 for storage house. So if you don't have that money to pay, or if you have a way of not going with your box, please don't go with your box so that you'll be charge free. But apart from that, it was a very seamless transaction. I am so proud, and I commend that guy that is doing this for us at this time. I think he needs to go for presidency. Thank you so much. So if you feel you want to do your passport, don't be scared, don't be anxious anymore. Nigerian embassy done better. Until I see you in another video.